Hey there, spooky family, and welcome to another storytime video. So this storytime will be about the Ben Stiller auditions. I'm sure you've seen the posts about that, and before you guys ask, no, I wasn't the one auditioning. I can't act worth shit. But Ryan from Red Photo Now Photography, he went ahead and auditioned. So a little bit of the background. Ben Stiller's up here to do a Showtime series about a massive prison break thingamajiggy that happened when my nutjob of a neighbor let out 2 convicts, and there was a shitty Lifetime movie about it. I mean, really shitty. But if you want all the juicy details, I have posted links to the real news articles down in the description box below. So we get to this theater and, casting calls do not happen in this area ever. So it's sort of like a historic time. And, a lot of people showed up, mostly local people, a few people from Montreal, and some cocky weirdo from New York City, which made no sense, because why would you drive 7 hours when there's a lot more acting opportunities in New York City, unless you're really not that good at your job, or, you just never been to a casting call and thought, hey, it's a small town, maybe I'll get it, because some people didn't do their research about the part. Even though you're about to be an extra, you should at least know a little bit about why the casting call is there. A couple things that threw me off about it is that this 2-hour thing turned out to be a 10-hour event, which could have been completely just the 2 hours if they had utilized today's technology. I go to conventions when there's 5,000 people, and the registration process for that is a lot simpler than it was for this audition. Like when we go to conventions, if you are pre-registered and you have all your good stuff, you go ahead and show them your ID number on your phone or a printout with that ID number, and then they let you in. They should utilize that they should utilize that technology, for these auditions, because it would save a lot of time. A lot of people were there just for the sake of saying that I'm there. A lot of people were there thinking that they were going to get a lead role, and they weren't paying attention that it was advertising for extras. So, they kind of got bummed, and then they were kind of shocked when they realized that this was for a real TV series. So yes, if you're going to a casting call or an audition, please make sure you do research, because these people ended up looking like idiots, because when auditions happen, they have plants in the lines, and what I mean by plants is there's people that are part of the crew that are seeing how well you treat others, how well you take direction, and how motivated you are for the part. If you are throwing things and acting like an imbecile and a teen boy on a bus, you're not going to get the part. They will go back there and tell the director ixnay on that person, and you lose. So it's best to be on your best behavior. Another thing that put me off at this audition was the fact that grown adults need to be told several times to shh, auditions are going on. It kind of baffled me because, well, you're adults. You know you're there for auditions, so why not have courtesy? Another thing that baffled me was that people were hanging off the balcony, not thinking that, hey, if they slipped, they would fall to their death. I mean, come on. So if you want to take a look, here's a picture that I was tagged in. I'm there with my typo negative shirt, and there's Ryan, and there's the line. We get there at 10 in the morning, and that's how the line was. It was all the way down to the block. It was insanity. And, my jaw keeps popping, and I don't know why. Anyway, so we get in there, he's in his audition, and of course, people wanted to know what number he was, because everybody was assigned the number, and I would tell them, and then they're like, oh my god, I can't believe it, and so, they would keep telling him that he was a shitty person for making me tag along and waiting in line to leave, and I was like, okay, crap happens, there was really nothing that we could do, and then there was this really cool older lady who was at Woodstock, and for some of my younger Spooky Family peeps, Woodstock was even before my generation. It was before my parents' generation, but it was a big music festival in the 60s. Freaking fantastic piece of music history. She was there, she was talking to me about it, she was really, really nervous about her audition. I helped calm her down, and then she said that she recognized me from YouTube. I also had a 70-year-old woman tell me that she recognized me from my YouTube because her granddaughter watches me, and a member of the crew said, "Hey, you're that chick with the spooky family, so you never know who might be watching your videos." That made me feel kind of cool and weirded out because I'm not really a people person, so, like, I mean, I'll say hi to fans and everything like that and Spooky Family members because that's fun, but it's really odd to be approached outside of a convention because I didn't realize how many people in the area go ahead and watch my videos, so that's pretty cool. So, you know, we went, and it was fun. It was an interesting experience, and, you know, hopefully he hears back from them. He said that he thinks that his went well, and that would be awesome. It is a historic moment for this area because normally nothing like that happens up here, so like I said before, it's better to go ahead and do it instead of wondering what if when you're older, which is what I tell everybody when it comes to stuff. They're like, "Oh no, I can't." No, just do it because you don't want to sit back in your old person chair and look back and say, "Hey, what if? What if?" No. At least you'll know, you know? And it could be a learning experience as well. So, you know, it was pretty interesting. There was some old people from Montreal down there, and they were nice and fun and fantastic and really motivated, and it was good to see that energy. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting day, and you know, it made me feel really good that that people thought that I was a member of the crew. People would always come up to me like, "Whoa, what kind of tips do you have?" And I'm just like, just chill, you know, and basic tips that I give people. And they seriously thought that I was part of the crew or part of security or something, so I took that as a compliment. Even though I corrected them and said, "Oh, no, 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 I don't," they still thought that I was just being humble, I guess? I don't know. Well, that was my adventure at the auditions. I hope you enjoyed this story time. A couple announcements. I'm bringing Spooky Vault back, and for the newcomers to Spooky Family, I had a series that I would call Spooky Vault where I would actually review movies and with my take on them and stuff like that, and I want to bring it back because I love doing that series, so I'm going to be bringing that back. Also, if you're on Facebook, in the description box below, I have a link to the Creator Network, which is a group that I created. It's not just for YouTube creators, it's for models, photographers, musicians, painters, sketch artists, pretty much anything to do with creation, writers. So feel free to join. There are some ground rules. I'm not going to babysit grown adults. You will be banned if you bully, harass, and all that good stuff, but it's like a hub because I see in like small groups that I'm in for YouTubers, they're always looking for musicians to help them with music and stuff like that, and I figured, hey, why not just create a group for all creators so you can network, you can meet up with some cool people, get some good feedback on your work, and all that good stuff. So we just started, so if you would like to join, please feel free to do so. You are more than welcome. Thanks again, Spooky Family, for all the support, and if you are new to the Spooky Family, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and all my other social media links are in the description. I will see you guys later. Bye!